guys, welcome to Kim with Kim. I'm Kim, and today is more of a did you know? Did you know that Dick Cheney died November 3rd of this year? Did you know it's the first time in American history that the flag was not flown at half-staff for a former vice president, for a member of Congress, a former member of Congress? And what really gets me is the flag was flown at half-staff for someone else on 9/11 and not 9/11 victims or the school shooting victims. So that also really gets me. And, Dick Cheney is Republican former vice president to George H.W. Bush. He was a member of Congress in the House of Representatives for 10 years. And he also worked under Gerald Ford, the former president. So, he's not my favorite person. He is a Republican, and he did not have, the best things when I look at his history and, being there for some of it. But he did serve this country in his way. He did, deserve to have the flag flown at half-staff for him. But because he had opposing views to Trump and his daughter as well, which his daughter really even went against Trump and the party, but because the party was supporting Trump, so go her. That's why the flag wasn't flown at half-staff for him, because of Trump's personal vendetta against this man. And you can't tell me that's right. You can't tell me politics is not supposed to be so personal. And at the end of the day, you just went against tradition of American history. America's old. The U.S. is old at this point. It's not some young little baby country. It's not like in the Caribbean. America is has three numbers in it. So you're old enough to follow tradition and have just the decency and respect to fly the flag at half-staff for that man. So that happened because I didn't know. So if I didn't know, I was like, well, maybe you guys should know too. Because did you know? I didn't know. Did you know that Trump's trying to get rid of airports in rural areas? Yeah. So what's going to happen in, middle America and rural America when an airport is already 2 hours away from some people, and now they're going to be 4 hours away? Did you know people are still not getting paid from the government shutdown? Of course you did. Of course you knew that, because it's affecting you if you fly. It's affecting you getting on your plane because they're canceling and delaying flights everywhere. The TSA line is super long because they're not being paid. And the Frontier CEO says, oh yeah, did you know that? Did you know the Frontier CEO said you should have a backup of another flight in case the flight that you're on gets canceled or delayed? You should have another flight as backup. As if people have enough money for that. As if that's a real thing. And first off, Frontier, you are the backup. You're the only reason someone's getting somewhere a lot of the time. So that's stupid to say. But yeah, people are in line for not getting their SNAP benefits, but they're not wearing their red hats. But they're the ones that get the most SNAP benefits, It's just crazy to me that the government is working to be reopened now, And you're sitting here, which, did you even know why the government shut down? Because Democrats don't think it's appropriate that American people should pay double their premiums for health care. That's outrageous. People on the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, can barely afford health care. That's why the Affordable Care Act came to exist. But no, they should be paying double their premiums next year, in the thousands. You can't afford to feed America. But did you know that bunkers being built? And did you know those people that did the demolition have yet to be paid? Did you know that? Holidays are coming up. People are struggling even more. They're asking for money. They're asking for help. They're asking not to go hungry. Okay? That's completely a human right. People should not be going hungry. People should not be going sick. People should not be going against those who are less fortunate than them. Okay? So you can't tell me that things are not personal. Did you know Trump is going to pardon someone from January 6th again, who's a sex offender? And you want to tell me, and he says that, oh, well, those weren't, I didn't incite that. When we're sitting here and people are saying, oh, well, the No King's Day parades, day 1 and 2, like that's against the president. That's against America. That's un-American. No, America was built on protests. America was built on no taxation without representation, which right now we're paying taxes for who? For billionaires? For other countries to get bailed out when you can't even help Americans? You can't feed our children and less fortunate families? Yeah. But you can pardon someone from January 6th and you refuse to call that a terrorist attack on America. That's a terrorist attack. That is homegrown terrorism at its finest. Okay? And you sit there and call those people radicals, which they are. They are radical terrorists, and you're going to pardon them? You're going to pardon the radical terrorists? It's outrageous. So I just came here to say that, even if, like I said, Dick Cheney, not my favorite person, but you want to know what? Man still deserves to have the flag flown at half-staff for him, because he did serve his country. Okay, he did. And I am just really tired of people, saying that Trump is for Americans when he clearly is not. So did you know anything that Trump has done for Americans to benefit them? Let me know. Because there's not a single thing that Trump is doing to help actual American citizens. Okay? So, rest in peace to Dick Cheney. So sorry that your family has been disrespected the way it has. And you. And you know what? I really hope that people open their eyes more to see exactly what's going on. And really, like I say all the time, everything you do, do it for you. Make sure that you are informing yourself truly about what is going on. Make sure that you exercise your availability to knowledge, okay? So don't sit here and be the blind leading the blind. Did you know they're banning books? Did you know that Trump says Antifa is responsible for January 6th, which is the anti-fascist movement, but now he's pardoning people from it? Just put your thoughts together. Use your brain. Just, gain your own knowledge, form your own opinions. And everything you do, do it for you. Okay? Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. To all the veterans, thank you so much for your service. And I hope that you get paid. I hope the people who are actively serving start getting paid again. And I hope that the veterans who are on SNAP benefits do not go hungry. Okay? I hope that America can recover. You guys have a great day. Bye.